Let's have some fun. But I'm gonna perform a little bit. I feel it. I gotta talk to the people. Yeah. Mirror, mirror, I see things clearer. The truth is in me. I forgive my errors and ever the old me carry my pallbearer. Mirror, mirror, I listen to the enemy while others don't hear but feel my energy. My right ear left, my left ear deaf. I hate what I see. I hate to reflect. My mind shot. The staring, the glare, gated a blind spot. I'm aging in my afterlife. There's no time clock. The tree of life gave me a pine box. Mirror, mirror, can you show me a way? I'm responsible and liable for what I say. I narrate this journey. I'm the author of this play. You can see that bastard. My dad left me a bastard. My life on my walls plastered. Open my eyes. I see me faster. Mirror, mirror. I see things clearer. Like my mom's mascara. Her insides Hiroshima. Fighting divas over loudspeakers. I'm a true seeker to Libras. Balance my way through ether. In my power blue Bill Gates keepers. Who am I? Mirror, mirror, answer me. In the age of Aquarius, they care to me. And if they themselves, then why they damage me? No legacy or master plan. It's like Amityville in Candyland. When I swing in my dreams, my punches don't land. I ain't seeking to be understood. I'm seeking to understand. Parallel universes visit me. Mirror, mirror, I see black women. She hates my masculinity. My son looks like me physically. He don't carry my integrity. I'm the epitome of divinity what lives in me. There's no confusion. This is an illusion, literally. Who's watching you? I'm the watcher of me. As above, so below, behold the few things. My spirit is rebooting. Two things I hold, a ghost soul and a ghost scroll. And to do that, I had to get rid of my old bros. And the family so cold, they oppose, so I chose me. Mirror, mirror, I see things clearer. Mirror, mirror, see things clearer. Yeah, yeah. Gotta see it clear. If we ain't looking within, it don't even matter. You dig? Peace, peace, peace. I am Coach Cody, aka Cody Knox, aka Safi Quasi, aka Magoo. Man, I got many names. But you can call me Coach, Cody. Peace and love to you. Thank you for joining me. I had to spit that right quick before I start this presentation on judgment. I want to do things differently. I said I'm going to just press record and just go. And just have fun with it, not judge myself. Right? I have a lot of content. I got a lot of ideas, and I want to bring it to this Patreon. So welcome to Zen Up Wellness Patreon. I am your host and presenter of today. I love doing this, and I haven't done it in a while. I've been kind of just focusing on the business, focusing on the clients, focusing on my life, and going into that love for myself. And part of the reason why I do this is I want you to gain that love for yourself as well, right? So in regards to judgment, judgment really could affect us in a negative way. And what we want to do is be able to, use discernment when it comes to judgment. Is it really affecting you? Right? I'm trying to open this thing up. Let's go. All right. So the effect of being judgmental. Again, let's look at being judgmental. We need it, in a sense, to get better. But we have come to a point in time that we're being so judgmental that it's creating fear. Fear. But what is judgment? In the context of human behavior, it refers to the process of forming opinions or evaluations about something or someone based on their personal beliefs, values, or standards. It involves making assessments or conclusions about the perceived qualities, actions, or characteristics of others or situations, right? Let me clean this up real quick. I don't know what's going on. Why is it doing this? Come on. You know what I'm saying, man? I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on. 10 examples of judgment. Comparing someone to others and making judgment about their worth based on external factors such as material possessions, social status, or achievements. Now, we see this all day in the hood, in the schools, in social environments, clubs, that where we indulge in that type of behavior where we're, I've done it. I judge people down on up because it was put in my mind to really feel like sneakers was part of your personality, and in some ways there's another side to it where, it's cool to have nice sneakers. I overdid it. I became a sneaker or a shoe person because, I got made fun of. So what's part of healing? Shopping. Yeah. Let me shop till I drop. Right. And it was based off of this judgment. Number two, gossiping or spreading rumors about someone without verifying the information or considering the potential harm it may cause. There's no good gossip out there, people. Okay. And you could try to clean it up, but if you're not talking to that person about it, what is it doing for you? What are you actually releasing? Think about it. Think about what you're doing when you're spreading rumors and gossiping. And even if you're talking about celebrities and you don't even know them motherfuckers, you just still so curious as to what they doing, what they got going on, who they dating. Is it healthy for you? Is it healthy for you? That's what you want to ask yourself. Number three, jumping to conclusions or making assumptions about someone's intentions or motives without seeking clarifications or understanding their perspective. We do this in relationships all the time. We're constantly judging. We're constantly putting these assumptions on the person that we're with or someone that we're dealing with. Either way, we tend to do that. And why not really get the information without jumping to conclusions or making an assumption? The assumption makes you have this idea of what's to happen. And it creates that anxiety. Guess where it starts affecting right here. And you want to make sure that that heart is straight, man. Like that heart has to be at peace, even to be, because if you're making assumptions, you got to think about why you are making assumptions. Don't put it on the other person. Right? So that's why you get clarification. Number four, critiquing someone's parenting, lifestyle choices, or personal beliefs without respecting their autonomy and individuality. This parenting thing is it's complex. And then you have to think, are we coming from our parents? Or are we coming through our parents? Right? Do we have a better understanding that way as to it's not easy to be a parent, right? But we tend to judge who's wrong, who's right. And the more we do that, the more we cause a conflict within ourselves. right? And the point is to be as neutral as possible for your sake, not anyone else's sake. Number 5, engaging in cyberbullying or online trolling, where you criticize, insult, or demean others from behind the autonomy of the internet. Now, this is why I don't rock with social media as much. No Instagram, no Facebook. All the toxic ones that I didn't have use for the past 5-6 years just felt like a toilet. Just felt like shit was just going down. So it wasn't making me feel right in the heart. It was tearing me apart. And especially like when people will follow you that you know they don't support you, they don't like it, just started becoming a complex, right? And then people are watching you. Do anyone watch you in real life without you knowing? Sure, there's things we can't see with the naked eye. But in the sense of a human being watching you. But why was that accepted in social media? That's never understood that. Number 6, making negative comments about someone's appearance, such as their weight, clothing, or groom. This goes on all day online as well. Or if we see a big person, we just sometimes in shock the way they're moving, right? Or we see a homeless person, we automatically think that their logic is off or they don't have no intellect, right? They might have more knowledge than you, right? But and the knowledge is the wisdom is applying the knowledge. Just keep that in mind as well. Number 7, criticizing someone's choices or lifestyle, such as their career, relationships, or hobbies, without understanding their perspective or circumstances. Man, I picked a font on this, and it just looks. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but it looked good when I did it in on the phone. So yeah, like the judgment and criticizing someone's career. You see this all day in society. I remember in 2007 to 2011, I was feeling bad that I didn't have a degree. I felt like, damn, I'm in education and I'm teaching and I'm being an administrator. I still don't have a degree. It started to make me feel bad because everyone always talk about a degree, and I've been to college mad times, about 10. Please don't judge me. And I got on. Then in 2013, I decided to go get my bachelor's. Got my bachelor's, then I got my master's, and then I just didn't feel fulfilled. It felt like it was pressure to do it. Now I have these loans for what? I try to use this for jobs, and it never worked for like thousands of jobs. They just have all my information. And I did that for the sake of judgment. People feeling like I felt it in the education, like, oh, you don't have a degree? Oh, you didn't go to college, you know? So, that judgment really starts to affect us even without it being said. Number 8, forming opinions about someone based on stereotypes or preconceived notions about their race, gender, religion, or other characteristics. Now, I still work on this. I'm gonna be honest. The religion aspect is more of, it's been forced upon me for so long, but I would learn to respect it. But there was a point in time where I was upset at it. But then the other characteristics will be, you know, how sexuality is defined now, and that's where it's interesting to me to see society and how the mind control is so evident, and yet we don't see it. You know, we don't really. Some people really don't acknowledge how much they're trying to force something. When something's not forced, is it natural? Hmm. Number 9, belittling or mocking someone for their mistakes or failures without showing empathy or understanding that everyone makes errors. Yeah. And understanding that too, like we are all in this human space, we are capable of mistakes and errors. And when we understand that, we can have empathy towards people by being understanding in the sense of changed behavior, corrected behavior, right? Um, Number 10, labeling someone as lazy, stupid, irresponsible, or other derogatory terms without considering their challenges or circumstances. Uh, you know, I went through a time where I really worked on myself and did shadow work and really had to feel at peace with, you know, how I was raised. And I never wanted to put blame on my mother. Um, she feels that way because I never cleared it up as much as, you know, she may think I should or whatever. But she labeled me a lot, you know, lazy. And that's a real trauma response now because I always feel like I gotta do something. I gotta be doing something. I gotta be productive, you know. Um, and then even now, it's not leaving me trying to overachieve. Now I do things, you know, at my pace rather than feel like I got to prove something to someone. That was just going back to the degrees. It felt like I had to prove something to society. Um, Once you feel like you're being labeled, I felt being labeled, and then now I had to prove something like I'm not lazy, right? And that really put me in the space of that trauma response of feeling like I always have to be productive and I can't just be. And so the negative effects of judgment, one, it can lead to a negative mindset. Sitting in judgment can make you more critical of yourself and others, leading to a negative mindset that can affect your overall well-being. This is why I give examples because, you know, of course, this affected me, right? I have to be the example. And I went through it so you don't have to go through it, right? And so we learn that you learn through me, right? So you don't make the mistakes, but don't keep making the same mistake. Right, but that don't mean that condemning. Like if you meet a young lady or you meet a young man and then it don't work out, and now you got to condemn the whole gender based off of that relationship. You're just already judging and having these assumptions based off of your past experience. So understand every experience is unique. Number 2, it can increase stress. When you judge others, you may feel stress and tension as you're focusing on negative aspects rather than the positive ones. It can lead. Oh, I'm sorry. It can increase. I'm sorry. It can increase stress when you judge others. You may feel stress and tension as you're focusing on the negative aspects rather than the positive ones. So it's a balance, right? What's positive? What's negative? How are you perceiving this? Uh, do you understand the negative and positive aspects that you need both? You need those energies um, to attract and repel. Number 3, it can lead to anxiety. Constantly judging others can make you anxious as you worry about being judged in return or feel like you're always on high alert. Um, it can change your personality, right? Number 4, it can harm relationships. Judging others can create tension and conflict in relationships, leading to a breakdown in communication and trust. Number 5, it can damage self-esteem. When you judge yourself harshly, you can develop low self-esteem and a negative image, right? A negative self-image, which can impact your mental health overall. And Do you want a lighter heart? Do you want to feel better about yourself? You want to, look at things in such a neutral space that, judgment won't be so much a part of your life. Number 6, it can hinder personal growth. Judging others can prevent you from learning from their experiences and perspectives. Right. So we got to understand, like, we can learn from anyone. Hindering your own personal growth and development. We don't want to hinder personal growth. If you're really into this personal growth, you want to be able to look from all perspectives, as much perspective as you can, so you can be more understanding for yourself. Number 7, it can lead to resentment. Constantly judging others can lead to feelings of resentment and bitterness, which can harm your mental health and well-being. Right? Number 8, it can cause loneliness. If you're constantly judging others, you may find it difficult to connect with people and form meaningful relationships, leading to feelings of loneliness and isolation. You become antisocial based off of this. See, I wear this shirt, but it's more for discussion. I think I became antisocial. I had a thing with judging because it was like I was judging humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, humanity is at at an all-time low with connecting with people, on a regular people type of vibe, not like you got to do something for me or I got to sell you something, or, it's just the kindness is kind of gone, it's more, everyone's weary, everyone, especially here in Atlanta, there's a go get it attitude out here. Excuse me. Number 9, it can impact your physical health. Constant stress and negative emotions can impact your physical health, leading to a range of issues from headaches to heart disease. That heart space is important. What's the number 1 disease in America? Like, the heart space is where it starts. You know how Jesus Christ was? Yeah, that heart space is so important. So keep it light. Number 10, it can be a waste of energy. Spending time and energy judging others can be a waste of your own resources, which could be better spent on positive activities and pursuits that enhance your own well-being. And this is why we do this, right? You don't even judge yourself in this. You just be like, you know what? Let me do better. So let's do better. Assignment. Count how many times you judge yourself and other people. Daily. Journal it. Put it in your notes. Write it down. See how many times you're judging yourself. Because the more you see that, the more you stop or be more aware of judging others, right? And learn to even forgive the people you even judging, including yourself. Write it down. This is you could screenshot this, write it down. Make a list of the people you need to forgive and what you want to forgive them for. Reflect, apologize, express grievances, learn the lesson, let go, reprogram your mind, live and be free from those type of attachments like judgment, because overall, this is about your well-being. And the more you have a better understanding of how you're thinking in regards to judgment and forgiving, even that you judge, that becomes a challenge in itself. So I hope this helps. One thing that you want to do is be able to be aware. It's all about awareness. Aware of self, aware of your thoughts, aware of the love that you're giving yourself, so you can have self-acceptance and have a better understanding of your growth and development. Love yourself, respect yourself. I'm Coach Cody of Zen Up Wellness. Peace.